Look at, we got the train. I say look at as if the people can look over there.
Okay, look behind you right now.
All right, everybody, look behind you right now. The train is going by. Are we gonna? We're gonna get the boat in a minute.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a beautiful. We're gonna see that beautiful boat. Welcome everybody to Creepy Old Crypt. We are back. We are back in the parks.
It's been a while. Like
it has been a long time.
We did the Star Cruiser. We did one there, so that was like in the parks. But yeah,
that wasn't the last one, right? Didn't we? We've done them since.
We no, not the last one, but the last one actually in the park.
Actually in a location.
Yep.
Yeah, and I missed it. So I was so happy to be coming back here today.
I know.
Because
it's nice and overcast. It's really good.
Nice and overcast. I haven't been in Disneyland this year so far. The month was ending and it was going to kill me. You haven't been here since November.
Yeah,
early November, before we went on tour.
Before we went on tour, I came here, and that was the last time. So it's been months. Since I've been here.
So we're back in Disneyland here in California, but we're actually talking about something that isn't even here anymore. It used to be. It used to be just right
around the corner.
Right around the corner over there. But it's still in Florida for a moment. Yeah, for a brief moment.
I think today's the last day.
Is it today?
I think today's the last day.
Oh my
before
God.
they shut it down to adjust it and switch it.
Oh.
Because I saw people on Twitter saying like going on my final time in the thing.
Yeah.
So maybe
I've been seeing that all week.
Yeah. But I think
they're not going to close it on Wednesday. You think?
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see. But anyway, today we're talking about the Country Bears.
Yes.
Used to be here in California. It was a Disney World staple. It started there. It was an opening day attraction. Then they were like, "Oh, Disneyland's got to get this."
Yeah.
And so I think we got it like 2 years later.
Yeah.
It's like 73.
A bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, well, let's redo it and make it more capacity.
It was such a hit. They were like, "Oh, when we build it in California, 2 theaters.
Yeah, 2 different
two sets of bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that room,
So one could be going while the other one's loading, and then
exactly.
Go back and forth.
And then they did that, and it was not needed in any way.
I wonder if one was just sitting abandoned forever, and then they just used one.
Yeah, I think so for a while. Yeah. And that's weird. That's scary to think about. There was just an empty room of animatronic bears, just like
just sitting there waiting to sing.
Yeah, I don't like that thought.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were wrong about that. They opened it. This isn't, if you've never seen it, this is an animatronic bear show. By the way, we're recording this at the Hungry Bear restaurant, which, what's funny is that the Hungry Bears haven't been here the Country Bears haven't been here
early 2000s
in 20-something years. Yeah. But there is bear residue all over this park. Country Bear residue.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying Hungry Bear the whole time because I'm always hungry. But anyway, there's Country Bear stuff still all over the parks. It's still, I feel like, part of, everything at Disneyland is just cute. There's just always cute this, cute that. I think the Country Bears were an adorable it was a thing here that I think was just yet another cute part of Disneyland.
Yeah. And
I'll talk more about my theories on certain things later in terms of it staying or going, but this is the Hungry Bear restaurant right next to where the attraction was.
Yes.
And it still has carvings of the Hungry Bear, I told you I would do it.
You're going to be doing this the whole
episode. There's carvings of the Country Bears all around the kitchen, all around the restaurant. When you go to the restrooms downstairs, it's go to Teddy Barra's ladies' room or Gomer's men's room.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Because I think this opened up around the time.
I think it did.
Hungry Bears opened up.
Other people would know better than me.
I don't know exactly.
I think it opened around. I thought it was open around the same time.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the 80s or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember if the Hungry Bear restaurant opened.
It was open later.
But anyway, that's where we are by the scenic wood carved sign,
which they just added in the last few years.
Yeah.
Because they added an entrance to Galaxy's Edge right here.
Yeah, wasn't this added just for during
just
the
so you
Galaxy's
could
Edge
see
thing?
when you come around the corner. This is a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's his advertisement on this side.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I just know I'm looking at this thing, how he's hanging off the thing, and this arm is cracking. That arm's cracking.
You're
There's a
right.
crack going down. This thing's gonna fall.
Yeah, it's gonna fall, dude.
Oh my God, there's strollers right down there, dude. You could be Superman. Save that baby. Anyway, by the way, real talk. I'm going to be real with the audience. Hungry Bear right now has a churro funnel cake. I'm about to get in on that as soon as the moment we hit stop on that camera, that's in my mouth. So if this is a quick episode, let's try to wrap this up.
Let's just get like
okay, the bears they sing. We're good. But anyway, you go. So we're jumping around here, but the attraction was later replaced by Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
Here in California, it's still in Disney World for the time being, but here in Disneyland, California, they replaced it with Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
It's all Winnie the Pooh stuff down in that area, Critter Country they call it. And but then even when you go into the Winnie the Pooh themed store with all the treats and stuff, there's Kevin, if I do it one more time, I'm ending the episode.
Yeah, we can't go on anymore.
Country Bears. There's Country Bear stuff in that store.
Yeah,
like there's artwork on the walls.
Yeah, isn't there like a sad photo of one of the Country Bears? Like
it's Gomer, the bear that's playing the piano, and he's playing the piano, and Pooh is standing on the piano looking down at him. Almost like Asuka to Shinji in End of Evangelion, like pathetic. Like he's looking down at him, and Gomer's looking at you like he's sad. And it is kind of sad. It's from what I've heard, it was a sort of silent protest from the Imagineers.
Of just like
they were given orders from the top down. Yo, Pooh is what the kids want. Get rid of Country Bears. And so it's one of the Country Bears looking at you, just like help. Like I'm dead. So anyway, I've always liked that detail. I've always thought that was a cool detail.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're jumping around here. But what is the Country Bears? So anyway, we're here at the restaurant next to where it was going to be, or next to where it was. But let's talk about what the show actually is.
Yeah. It's an animatronic
show with
musical.
bears. Yeah. And there was a nickname for it. There was a nickname for it called Walt's Last Laugh. Did you ever hear that?
No, I've never heard that one.
It was maybe, I think, the last thing he ever signed off on.
Before he passed away, yeah.
And marked, there wasn't even a solid plan for it. It was something designed for, at one point, they were thinking about doing a ski resort at Mineral King.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, we should have something that when everyone comes back to the lodge at the end of the night, there should be a cool attraction in there. And it's like, again, they always pitched dinner show. Let's do a dinner show. You know, Tiki Room was supposed to be a dinner show.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the guests are never going to leave. Well, let's, okay, never mind. But then at this, it's like, no. We can have them eat dinner. It's fine. They'll stay here and they'll watch these bears. How cool will these bears be? And so Mark Davis, the icon, the legendary artist Mark Davis, drew all the bears and showed them to Walt. And Walt was like, oh, these are funny. He was dying laughing. And yeah, Mark Davis said that was the last. He showed them he said he showed Walt the bears. I think maybe I'm blurring 2 different days together, but from what I understand, I think he saw them and laughed really hard and then literally walked away and said, I'll see you later, Mark. Like, good night, Mark. Bye. Yeah. And Mark was like, Walt never used to say like bye or good night or whatever. And it was very like, I'll see you around, Mark. I'll see you. It was like, okay, where are you going? And that was the last they saw Walt Disney.
Really?
Which is a stupid story. He's still alive. Walt's still like.
We all know it.
Yeah. Thaw him out. No, but anyway, isn't that crazy though? Supposedly, that was the last thing Walt did was sign off on the Bears. So it's an important attraction in that regard. But it's Mark Davis's thing.
Yeah, it's all his art.
Mark Davis,
like designs.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Mark Davis that was him. Oh my God, so much of Small World, forget it, Pirates.
Yeah.
At least 50% of Haunted Mansion is him. I mean, icon.
The sillier elements.
Oh my God, the Disneyland was built on Mark Davis.
Yeah.
So, the show is just pure Mark Davis, just drawing those bears.
It's funny. It's got scary parts in it that I'm stoked about. Like,
is it Country Bears?
Yeah, Country Bears.
What's scary in the Country Bears?
Dude, there's a Blood on the Saddle song, and it's like, why are we singing about just like...
Oh, I was like, wait, does it go dark?
No, that's a dark song, though.
It is,
out of all the songs, they're all
that.
fun, happy country songs, and Blood on the Saddle is not a happy song.
Yeah. So again, jumping around, they're going to do a new Country Bears show. soon.
Yeah.
And they keep saying, "Oh, some things will return."
Updating
and people
the
are
songs.
like, "What's the song that's going to return?"
Yeah. It's only down for like a few months.
Yeah.
So they're not, I don't think they're gutting it or anything like that. They're probably just going to change their costumes and change the songs they sing, and that's it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What were we saying right before that?
Mark Davis.
Yeah. Just the show is just pure Mark Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was like, I think he, especially after Walt died and then they were doing Disney World a few years later and stuff like that, he was in charge. Like, and when it came to creative, it was like, Mark, what should we do? And I love pointing out all the little things that he wanted to do in Disneyland. Just him. Now everybody brought something different to the table.
Yeah.
In terms of like, this art, it wasn't like there was one agreed upon thing. This artist wanted to do that. This artist wanted to do this. Whatever, with every attraction. Haunted Mansion, famously, there was an argument over should it be serious? No, it should be funny.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, okay, let's just do both.
They kind of did half and half.
They didn't have direction after Walt Disney died.
Yeah, they kind of did half and half. Again, the first half is kind of like panicky. Like,
this
what's
actual
going
ghost,
on?
scary, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you get to the graveyard and it's like, ghosts are hanging out, they're having a good time.
Yeah, they're having a goofy
sipping
time.
tea and talking gossip and stuff. But anyway, Country Bears, it's all what Mark Davis wanted to do.
Yep.
But anyway, the Bears sing. What else do we need to say? The Bears sing Christmas songs.
Yeah.
There's 3 mounted animals
Country
on the wall.
songs.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No. There's did I not say country songs?
You said Christmas.
I said Christmas songs?
Yeah.
What is wrong with my brain today? Seriously, I'm like, I was worried I said a worse word.
They did do Christmas songs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial.
What?
I have memories of being a kid seeing it here at Disneyland.
Yeah, I do too.
And I thought Country Bears was cool.
Yeah.
Because it was something I could do.
loved it.
I wasn't into thrill rides or whatever. I wanted to see just like cool stuff. I just wanted to see like, whoa, they have a, So I have memories of that. I have a lot of memories of America Sings over in the Carousel
Never saw
Theater.
that show.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So that, I loved all the shows like that. I was not that big on, they did other versions of the show. They did Christmas version and
Vacation,
summer,
Summer Hoedown or whatever.
I wasn't, I don't like it.
I don't think I ever saw those versions. I think I just saw the original and that was it.
I don't remember if I've seen the Christmas one in person.
Yeah.
I've since seen videos, but I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But no, I don't know. I felt like the characters, because they have all these different bears with different personalities, things like that. I feel like they're popping off in the regular show.
Yeah.
But the Christmas and summer camp one, I feel like it was just a vehicle for them to do. Oh, he's doing this song. He's doing that song. It felt more like Weird Al. We got ducks, dude.
Oh, they're eating French fries.
Dude, we got ducks hanging out with us. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yo, hey.
This rules. I don't know if anybody could have seen that.
No.
Probably not.
Look down.
Yo, ducks. What up, dude?
Hey, what up, ducks?
What up, G? These are some cool-ass ducks. What's up?
No, they don't care anymore. The French fries are gone.
Yo, we're talking Country Bears, dude. It is crazy. Dude, I hate to go. I always go what I call Joe Rogan mode, where I'll see something totally mundane and I'll get all mind blown about it. Yeah. These ducks are like, they have different colors on them.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're seeing brown, seeing green, things that blend them into nature. Mm-hmm. But then their feet are like neon orange. Yeah. They're not just kind of orange. These are like day glow.
Yeah.
Why? So why do we want it? Why does nature want us to see the feet? No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the rest can blend into nature, avoid predators. But why are the legs
so bright? And
is that so they could see each other? And like maybe a predator comes, they could duck and sit down. But then if they want to see each other, they got the orange legs. Like I'm going follow
Everything's
me.
For like all that stuff is
That's
like
what I'm saying, dude.
Designed from like
evolution
to fulfill a problem.
Well, you just said evolution. That's where we part ways. Because I think it's not what happened there. You ever heard of the banana? This is the atheist nightmare. No, anyway, ducks, man.
Ducks. They're crazy.
I'm just like blown away by ducks. Anyway, okay, can we please get back on subject?
Yeah,
please.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I apologize.
God. Oh my God, we'll be here all day. No, but anyway.
There was different versions.
I don't
never
care.
saw them in person.
No.
What Was it Japan that wanted the vacation one permanent? There was one where there's one park that they just went, okay, just get the vacation one all the time.
I don't know.
I could have sworn it was the vacation
Yeah,
one
that
somewhere.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I think Japan has always alternated.
Okay.
There was a while, I think, in Florida, or was it California? At one point, they were stuck, or it did go to one and stayed there.
Stayed for a while.
Maybe that's got to be what we're thinking of the same thing.
Maybe.
But I don't know what it was. If it was here, is this the same duck or a different duck?
The same duck.
Anyway, one of them stayed the vacation hoedown.
Yes.
For a while. But yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. They're singing like "Achy Breaky Heart" and stuff.
Yeah,
I
don't care.
Not that they can't do a different song, but I just felt like I don't know. I thought their characters were better suited to the original show.
Yeah.
And that's what Mark Davis was into. Apparently, they asked Alice Davis at one point, like, what did Mark think of the holiday shows?
Yeah.
And she was like, he wants you to stop messing. Like, you have it, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Quit messing with it.
It's great. And we all know it's great. It's been around forever. So, in Florida.
Oh, what I was going to say, though, earlier, I'm sorry, about Mark Davis.
Yeah.
What is so fun to see is pointing out little nothing things that are at the theme parks, specifically Disney World. Mm-hmm. Stuff that Mark Davis always wanted to do but wasn't allowed to here. Either Walt told him no, or there was some budget reason no, whatever. When they went to Disney World, it was like, nah, I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
And it's not even anything like, whoa, it's so different, but it was just little details that he was like, I'm going to make this perfect. I'm going to make that perfect. Jungle Cruise, having that little temple.
I love
you like that?
Going inside and it becomes like a dark ride kind of is so cool. Yeah. I absolutely love that part.
So that was him. He's just like, I always thought you should go through a little temple there.
Yeah.
He had that. Then there's things you don't even think about. Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. It's funny because there were certain technical things they couldn't do. Like here, they could dig way down and have a big drop and go up, whatever. And over there, it's like, it's swampland. It's swampland. You can't really go that far,
Yeah, that's why all the elevators are fake in Florida, because they just can't put them in.
Yeah, but he was like, good. I didn't like the skeletons in California anyway. It's like, really? That's one of the best parts.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they added that to kill time because they needed to put you needed to go underground and go through a tunnel to get to the show building.
To get far enough away.
Yeah.
To get to the show building.
To get under the train
go into
the show building. Yeah.
Fight, the actual pirates.
So they were like, all right, dress it up with skeletons. He's like, I don't like that. And so that's why there's like none of that in the Florida one. It's like,
it starts right off the bat.
Yeah, and it's not as good.
I like the skeletons.
So that's one where Mark was wrong.
Yep.
And then little things no one even really kind of thinks about. I think I pointed this out to you when we were there a few months ago, is when you're in the Pirate Village area, you look on the right and it's the dudes, they're drowning the dude in the well.
Yeah.
Where's Captain Jack Sparrow? Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's in the well, and then here in Disneyland, right behind, like, there they are at the well, and then right next to them, there's all those mannequins, and Jack Sparrow's in between them, like, kind of looking over.
Checking it out.
That's right next to him. But in Florida, there's a whole building in between those guys. There's just a giant random building. Giant random building right there, and then it's the mannequins with Jack Sparrow looking in between. And that's because, he's like, we need to separate these gags a little bit. Like, the guys in the well are too close to, like, then you get to the auction. He's like, it should be separate thought.
A separator.
Yeah, let's separate those. Yeah. So he did that. He didn't like the way it ended. He didn't like the way it ended in California either. From what I had heard, he was not a fan of, like, he's like, go up a waterfall? Like, why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Like, put all the thrill at the beginning and then be done. Like, whatever. We'll give it a real ending. So he did that. It's the pirates raiding a treasure room, and then there's guards tied up. Like they got robbed. That was only in the Florida one, and then now since they've changed it to where it's Jack Sparrow in the treasure room just going, I got bottles of rum or whatever the hell he says.
Yeah. He's holding out gold or something like that.
Yeah. But anyway, it was guards tied up with all the pirates taking the booty. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he always had like tweaks like that. But I don't know.
Ours,
yeah, the
sorry.
one here
you
is
nailed
better.
it first time. Mark
Yeah,
Davis.
Mark.
Yeah,
if
sorry.
you're watching this,
sorry, Mark.
I know your spirit roams around the park. Yeah, you done goofed on that one. Haunted Mansion was still great over there. You know, other stuff was amazing, but the train once again coming by. You guys got to see this.
Yeah, check it out.
See, once we get, you know, I hate to bring it up, but you know, I do have an Apple Vision Pro on the way, and once I have that, I'll shoot this in 3D so that you guys can kind of pivot around and look at the train over there.
Well, how are they going to see it in 3D?
You got to get the headset. I'm sure it'll work. I'm not worried about it. They'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah. So he always got his little tweaks in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Country Bears, he was on that. Nope, this is my show front to back.
Yep. And the Florida one was the original, so that's the main one.
Yeah, and the show here was pretty much the same.
Yep.
But again, the reason I'm bringing it up is he didn't care about the redos. But you know what? I'm with Mark on that one. You got it. You nailed it.
You nailed it the first time.
I just didn't care about the other versions.
I don't think there's I know this isn't the same thing, but any show that's been updated later that's been better than the original. I don't like Fantasmic is still better as the original.
Yeah.
Same with World of Color. Same with Hungry Bears.
Well, didn't the Dragon get updated? In,
it did.
Well, now
it's
it's been downgraded into hell.
I know. Who knows what's going to come back when it opens up this summer? But we'll see. But yeah, I can't think of one that like came back better.
The show got better.
Yeah, we'll see.
I wouldn't say Carousel of Progress is a ton worse.
Yes.
Like the show is still a great show.
Mm-hmm.
But the plan was to always update the end of it.
Yeah.
Now they have it in 30 years.
It's still the 90s.
93. But I would still say that's a great show. But again, like when they brought it to Disneyland originally, what happened at the end? You went up a speed ramp to see Progress City.
In the second story.
Yeah. So like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not better,
No.
you know, now in Florida.
So.
But anyway, real quick before we ditch the topic, the the Summer Hoedown version or whatever it's called.
Yeah, vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah.
How I spent my bear vacation or summer.
Where they're just like going
Bears
snorkeling and stuff like that, and they have like a octopus or something in it. It's
yes, one of the kids meets and I think falls in love with an octopus or something, which. Well, dare I say it? The birth of hentai? Could that be it?
That octopus is actually in Guardians of the Galaxy now.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I wanted to say before we moved on.
Yeah, they took it out of the archives, or they saved it whenever this closed over here, or the one wherever it was, because I don't think. Yeah. And
no. All the versions were here.
They were here, so they must have held on to it.
Here. Yeah.
And then they just you've reused it.
In
the weird stuff that's in the collection.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they needed a creature or something.
Yeah, so it's just chilling there, and it's cool knowing that. Like, and seeing that when you're in the line, you're like, oh, that's the thing from the Country Hoedown.
I was there. I fell in love, honestly. Yeah, so, but yeah, anyway. But there's the Columbia back there. I don't know if they'll see it.
Yeah. So there's only two different versions in the main one. None of them are as good as the original one.
Yeah, original show, whatever. So they have it. The original show is what it's all about.
Yes.
A bear named Henry comes out and he goes, "Oh, welcome to the Country Bear Jamboree, featuring a bit of Americana and blah 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 blah." He tells you what songs they're going to do.
Yeah.
They all come out and play old country western songs. He brings out the what are the bears called? The group, the Fab Bear Band Trio, Bear Band 5.
Yeah, something like that. Bear Band
number 5, whatever.
Bear Club 7.
Bear Club 7. They come out on a little stage that wheels out. This bugged me. I found something out that bugged me.
Well, now you're going to tell me and it's going to ruin it for me.
Yeah, it's going to ruin it
Thanks.
for you. If you look at old pictures of the show, when the bear band comes out, they're all playing on he's playing like a harmonica, playing a jug.
The jug and the
yeah. When they come out, they wheel out. It's like a log stage.
Yeah,
that's from the camp show. That's from the summer.
They just reused that?
They were originally on a fancy stage that said CBJ, Country Bear Jamboree. It was a fancy stage, and they swapped it out for the summer one.
And they just kept it.
And then when that ended, they were for whatever reason, they never changed the stage. They were just leave it.
That sucks.
We didn't get to see the.
I never
the
knew
night.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh,
So that's going to
this is
ruin
normal.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. I was expecting
So that
a
sucks.
stage.
But anyway, so they all come out, and you know, whatever. We don't need to go through it step by step, but there's a lot of great bears there. You got what's her name? Trixie.
You have Trixie, and then you have the 3 girl. Well, I can't remember their name.
Yeah,
they all had different names.
Eula, and Beulah,
Yeah.
or something like that. Beulah, Burford, and Yertzer. I don't remember, something like that.
I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
I never took in a lot of.
Ula,
names.
Gula, and Beulah.
Yeah.
And they sing about.
Dude, are we allowed to say it?
Sing about how horny they are.
Yep. They sing a song about being horny.
I'm going to say a very vulgar thing. I am actually. That the tweet, when you said you saw tweets about it shutting down.
Yeah.
Literally before we started recording this, I saw a tweet that was like, oh, what was it? Somebody tweeted about like, I actually am not going to repeat it. It was something about these bears. Here to hear one last time how these bears are so horny or something like that. It was something like that. Where it was just like, whoa, okay. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of songs that are of questionable whatever. They literally these 3 young bears literally sing "All the guys that turn me on, turn me down."
Yeah, it's an old classic country song that they just reused for the show.
Yeah. I think most of them are old country songs, which is a mind blower for some people that don't know. They think they're all original, but no, they're a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Original or old country songs.
Yeah.
But so they sing about that. Trixie, that's one of my favorite parts.
Oh yeah, the coming down.
No, that's Teddy Bear.
That's Teddy Bear. I forgot
Trixie
about. Trixie
has a glass of wine.
Yes.
Tears will be the chaser for your wine. And she's like kind of a bigger bear sitting and she's like crying.
She's got like a tissue,
Her expressions are so good. Now, this show was always, I don't remember how long it originally was. I want to say it was always maybe 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And while the show is by and large the same as it was, they trimmed it down to like 11 or 12.
Really?
Over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in like 2012, it came back shorter.
Okay.
And one of the things they cut was they made a joke about her. I don't know. Have you ever seen this?
No, I think the audio from the originals is available, like the full song and stuff. It has that in it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah, she sings a song, and they're like, what do them say? That's a big one, or that's a big classic, or something like that. Yeah. And then the 3 mounted animals.
Yes.
And then
Max Buford and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's his name? The buffalo Buff.
Buff, yeah.
Goes, that's not all that's big.
I didn't
like,
know
whoa, and they said, you're no spring chicken, or whatever he says.
I didn't know that was it.
Yeah, that was every attraction at one point. It really, like, I'm not trying to be woke Californian here, okay? You know, a lot of people say, go woke, go broke, okay? But being real, I think every old Disney attraction at some point demeaned women a little bit.
Yes. Like Pirates of the Caribbean had the auction scene.
Almost consistently. Like, even forget the auction scene. Like people they have their argument, oh, it was, that's what pirates did, or okay, whatever, fine. Even before that was pirates chasing women.
Yeah.
Okay, and even that, okay, let's ignore that. Mm. The whole gag of that scene was that they're all chasing women around, and then in the last vignette is a overweight woman chasing a pirate. Yep. And he's trying to get away from her.
Yeah. It's like.
And then let's talk about the history of sexism in the parks. That's what the episode's really about. Then let's go to the mine train through nature's wonderland.
Yeah.
They call
Babylon.
These two. We have twin waterfalls. They call them the twin sisters. I guess that's because they won't stop babbling. Carousel of Progress had all right, literally had a part where, all right, dear, just keep ironing my shirts or whatever. I mean, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
But, ladies, it's the dude's world. So sorry, that's the way that it is. Just yesterday, Ken got nominated, Barbie didn't.
Yep.
That's the way it is. I do have to preface, I'm joking, because I tweeted that as a joke and it did not go over well.
Not.
But anyway, no, it is crazy how much that was in every
old Disney ride.
Like, listen, if you want to throw an edgy joke in, again, once in a while, maybe you get away with it, but that was literally in every single attraction.
Yeah.
And that one in Country Bears it's not, like, it is kind of, and I did notice too, when Teddy Bear comes down, when she swings, that's one of the best parts. I think that might be the best part.
That is my favorite part of the whole show.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. I might have to agree with you. But even that, they keep interrupting her song. Like, sing it, gal. Oh, and it's like, it's like, they don't do that to the men's songs.
No.
They don't interrupt the men's songs at all. But anytime a woman sings, it's not all that's big.
And then she goes back up into her thing, and as soon as I get a ladder, I'll come right up.
Now that still gets a big laugh.
That's still in there.
Where she goes, come up and visit me sometime. As soon as I find a ladder, I'll be right up. I still hear crowds
laugh at that.
Pop at that.
Yeah.
They all laugh. It's still a funny show.
Yep.
There's funny stuff in the show.
Yeah.
When I guess there's a low-key size joke when Gus shows up, because the spotlight shows up, and then it gets bigger. But I kind of listen. How do you navigate a fat joke? It's like there's ways to do it. That, I think, it's a funny looking bear. So they got to make the spotlight bigger. That makes me laugh.
Yeah.
If it's anything that makes someone feel less than normal human, then obviously, like that joke about her in the song.
Yeah.
That's putting her down. That's whatever. Okay, so there's no place for that. But the spotlight getting bigger is fine. He's a big bear.
Yeah, and it doesn't get him at the first.
They're not going
bigger.
Yeah, they're not going this fat idiot, or something. It's just they gotta. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh when they do it. And then he sings,
Blood
"There was blood on the saddle." You never sang in an episode. What's your favorite?
Go
ahead. Just do one.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
I don't know anyone who hates singing more than Kevin.
Hate it.
Is there a reason, or just
I don't know. I don't know why I hate
yourself singing, or just hate, or you don't want to hear singing?
No, I don't mind hearing singing. It's I don't like the feeling of. I know it's hard to like people have fun singing, like karaoke and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't get it.
So it's not. I also can drop this at any point, but I'm curious. No. It's not a matter of, because some people don't want to sing because of it's, I don't want people to hear me sing. I don't want to be embarrassed or whatever. Which is completely understandable.
It's part of that too.
Oh, okay, a little bit of that.
It's a little bit of that.
Understandable.
I don't enjoy it. Even when I'm alone in my car, I don't sing.
But that's what I was curious about. It's like in the shower, like to yourself.
I don't. Even my favorite songs, I don't sing.
Yeah.
It's. I know it's weird, but like I've just never enjoyed it.
I'm definitely on the other end of the spectrum with that. Not because. Not even wanting to sing in public.
Yeah.
When I'm in the shower, I just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Not every time, but sometimes it's like, I'm sick of all this. Like, it just comes out.
Yeah.
Because it's I don't know.
I will say a song will stuck in my head, and I'll say like little bits of it and stuff like that, but I don't. I think it also has to do with I don't retain the lyrics of any song.
Oh, really?
Even my favorite songs.
Really?
I can't remember the lyrics of songs.
Is there any you think you would know?
Happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That's
really.
It's interesting. No judgment at all.
No, not at all. I don't take any.
Curious.
But that's always been something I don't understand. I've never karaoke.
That's really interesting.
I don't sing to even my favorite songs.
I think it feels good to belt it out. That's a release to me. That's like, I feel so good. I belted out. We did fucking Hey Jude and not that one. That I don't need to hear anybody do Hey Jude. but you know what I mean? Like, we got together and we were screaming that Elton John song. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it's like cathartic.
I can see that.
You know, so I don't know how you're doing it.
Like,
I don't know how you're living.
Like Rock Band, I just stuck to guitar and drums. I was like, okay.
We got to get
never sung it.
Tell you what, final episode, whenever, someday we got to end Creepy Old Crypt. Everything ends.
Yeah.
Final episode.
Is he going to sing the whole
we'll
time?
get When You Wish Upon a Star. We'll end on that. You're going to be like, when you wish. Anyway, here's the train.
We need to call them and have them stop doing that.
Yeah,
Can we just like
messing up the audio?
Yeah, can they just shut that down for a bit?
Thank you. Anyway,
I love the train.
Oh, there's a piece of fence right here. They can't even see us wave. Just wasted a wave. The woman's eating like a.
Did you see? I know we're not
eating an apple. What?
I know we're not talking about Hungry Bears at this point right now, but we will go back.
Wait, Hungry Bears or Country Bears?
Country Bears.
You did it too.
So I did it too.
It's a curse.
Right over there, it blew up everywhere. I saw this everywhere, but the train broke down right here.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, at one point.
Yeah.
And somebody filmed like, hey, if you ever want to know if the horse is anatomically correct, here you go. And it's a video on its wagging tail, and it's got a straight up butthole.
Whoa, really?
Designed into the horse.
Whoa.
And it's
nice.
I saw it everywhere.
Dude.
Just like, they're just stuck on the train looking right at that animatronic horse that's right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's just his tail swinging, and it zooms in. It's like, oh, yep.
I thought you were going to tell me it had something else.
No, it's anatomically correct in that regard.
In some regards.
But yeah, that was, if you ever saw that, it was right here, like literally behind me.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, there you go. The more you know.
Yep.
Anyway,
so
yeah.
Blood on the Saddle is actually the main part I remember as a kid.
Me too.
I didn't come here a ton as a kid.
No,
it was like once every few years I went to like Disneyland.
I went a couple times in the 80s.
Yeah.
Once in 95. I can kind of remember because you know what's funny is what I remember is how like shopping bags looked.
Yes.
Or we got here and they had a display for Indiana Jones because it like a big snake to take a picture
with. I remember going to the 40th.
Yeah.
So I remember going to Indiana Jones the year it opened.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever went in the 80s, but I did go in 1990. I remember going up to where Toontown was and seeing dirt.
Yeah.
And them going like, coming soon, Toontown.
Yep.
So that's I think the earliest memory I have of that.
So there was
no, you're good.
There was but I remember there being displays for that stuff. So I remember, that was 95.
Yeah.
98, I don't remember exactly what was going on, but the bags looked a certain way, and then I checked them, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go with my family again. I went with my friends in 2002.
Yeah.
And I was like...
It was 2004 for me. That was the first time back.
Yeah. I was like, damn, there's some history here.
Yeah.
And then my friends kept going. And in 2005, I rejoined them, and they were like, Rocco, you should get an annual pass.
Yeah.
And you can go whenever you want. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was like $300. I went deluxe. I was like, I'm getting this. It's gonna be $300. I hope I'm ready for it. And I ruined my life.
Yep. Now it's
cost me much more than that since. But anyway,
but Blood on the Saddle's the main thing I remember
Blood on the
as
Saddle.
a kid,
yeah.
sitting there, and I was like, oh, Blood on the Saddle's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that part of the show.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite parts. But maybe second to the Teddy.
Yeah, Big Al's my favorite
bear
out of all of them.
Yeah.
Best part of the show is Teddy Bear, but
yeah,
because that's the most like I think technologically impressive.
Yeah,
like having this whole animatronics on a swing.
Yeah,
so all the stuff's like run in.
Yeah, it feels like she's free roaming almost. She's just swinging. It's how they pulled that off is so cool.
Goes up into like the roof and then comes down and like swinging and talking and singing and stuff like that.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I love the 3 mounted heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been told. I heard rumors. I don't know if this is true.
What?
That joke they make about Trixie.
Yes.
That I think they just ripped the audio out and it looks like they still mouth it. Like she's singing and they're going.
I could still see that because it's probably way easier to remove audio than change programming for those hydraulics and stuff.
Yeah, and it wasn't like the excised part. Yeah. It's still doing all the actions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was probably like, just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. They're watching her. They're not looking up, kind of thing. So yeah, they did that. What else? They trimmed down some of the songs, some of the banter.
There is a moment in the show, and I think you're gonna think the same thing, that I don't know why they do it, but it's at the end of one of the songs where it just starts playing like a a bongo drum
I
or
was
something.
just gonna bring that up. Good
and
timing.
Flashes lights, and he just kind of like goes like this as the curtains close.
Yeah, what's that bear's name?
I don't remember.
Cletus.
Cloud. I think it's Cloud.
Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
But he goes, I don't know, marry me, and and he goes,
And he's just like, and I don't know why they do that.
I don't either, but I think I figured it out.
Really?
Just recently. Because I saw someone online talking about, now, from what I understand, when they were making Tokyo Disneyland, the head dude, Mr. Mike Tokyo or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
John Tokyo. No, but whoever's in charge of Tokyo Disneyland, they just went through Disneyland, Disney World, and they were like, want that, want that, want that, build that. And Country Bears, they were like, oh my God, we need that. They love the Country Bears. And to this day, everything I've heard is that is the best version of the show.
Really?
They have preserved every piece of it. They redo, like over the years, even in the Disney World one, they've changed the coats on the bears.
Yeah.
There was one point where they looked like the fur looked different. Didn't look good, so they changed it again.
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
changed it. They've changed how Liverlips McGraw looks.
Yeah.
They've changed all kinds of stuff. In Tokyo, it's like, no, preserve it.
Keep
the
it as
way
is. They probably use the same blueprints
day it
and
was
everything.
Built.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really good about preservation there.
Yeah.
And so they did that, and it's running exactly. They said they have someone in there every day making sure that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
perfect. And if you watch that, and I remember someone commenting, and they said, damn, you can actually see the gag at the end of, I forgot the bear, that bear that does
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that bear.
you could actually tell the gag from this. Whereas in Florida, you can't. It doesn't even, it doesn't read.
kind of like, yeah, it's been changed a little bit.
So I'm
you
like,
can't-
well, what is it?
Yeah.
So I watched a like 4K version
Of that
the
show.
Tokyo one.
Yeah.
And do you know what it is?
No.
It's his eyebrows. Is that he sings the song and then he gets all like
Oh, so
he does a little dance with
like
his
an eyebrow
eyebrows,
dance.
like he's being seductive.
I never got that.
Not
Ever.
at all. Kevin, the Florida one, it's just he looks confused. His eyebrows just go up.
He looks
like,
just lost. Like,
he looks like he's being attacked.
yeah.
Right? I mean, it's just like, what's going on? So I think that's the gag.
Okay.
I want any Country Bears experts to chime in if that's the
Yes.
gag. I need Guy Selga on this. Where is he? If you watch this episode, Guy, we're name dropping you. We need to know. Is that the gag?
Yeah.
I could just text him or DM him.
Find out.
But I gotta know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was always weird to me, but I love the room, the theater that it's in. Oh yeah, but Tokyo, they preserve it perfectly. It's the dialogue is in Japanese. They introduce it in Japanese.
Yeah.
But most of the songs are the original recordings.
Okay.
So, Disney World is about to change the show for good.
Yeah.
But Tokyo will still have
they're
it.
just holding on to theirs. Yeah.
Supposedly, but I have heard rumors that Tokyo wanted a new show, and they're the ones that kind of paid for this.
The one, like the redo in Florida.
Like in Florida, they wanted to get rid of the show. I think there's a lot in the show that they are like, yo, maybe it's not, like they're kind of going everything, kind of going over everything in the parks with a sensitivity comb.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Like making sure things are kind of whatever. And that show has a couple things, I guess that are a little unsavory, and they want to they just want to update it. And I guess a lot behind the scenes, I've heard that a lot of people pitched, yo, bulldoze it, add this. Or for the longest time, there was a rumor there would be a Toy Story show in there. There was a real, and apparently there's some juice behind that rumor. They were gonna make it like Woody's Roundup. Can you imagine that?
Any Pixar thing that they add to the park, I've disliked.
Right?
So.
Except Cars Land.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry. Toy Story.
Oh, Toy Story.
Pixar
Sorry.
is not the thing.
Yeah.
I rolled that into one.
Well, the only Pixar thing that I've liked in the parks is Cars Land.
Yeah.
Personally.
Me too. But for some reason, the Toy Story aesthetic I hated
It's
in the
awful.
park. It's awful.
It is always poison.
It's all like big toys and
Yeah.
like I don't.
Look, you're a toy. You're the size of a toy.
Yeah, look at the clouds
great.
and oh,
look, there's big erector sets around you. Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't care.
That
oh,
aesthetic sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, they don't commit to it enough that it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's just half-ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that Woody show didn't happen.
Instead they're doing a they're just going to redo the show with some modern hits. The only thing that worries me is it's supposed to be a pastiche of Disney songs. They're going to play Disney classics, and I'm like, I feel like that's every show.
Yeah, I can go to anywhere and hear Let It Go and stuff like that.
Every new Disney show they're going to play all the classic animation songs, all the classic. Yep, just like Fantasmic, just like the new Luminous or Harmonious or whatever.
It's all just the classic music.
It's always that.
You can write new music for this stuff.
Stop referencing yourself.
Yeah.
Stop referencing yourself. You got to do it at some point.
Yeah.
You got to reference something new. But I've heard rumors behind the scenes, sneaky rumors, that some people behind the scenes are like, it's looking kind of cool, the new show.
Okay.
I hope that's true. I hope it is.
Yeah, it'll probably be done by the next time I go to the park. So I mean, to the Florida park.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It'll be there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But I mean, what else can we say about it?
There's the queue is really cool. It's full of tons of. I hope they don't change much of that. I don't think they will.
Yeah, they don't need to.
It's a bunch of photos and stuff on the walls, but my favorite thing is that the ground is made out of wood. It's just wood planking, but it has tons of bear claw marks in it.
Yeah, I love that.
Like so many bears have come into that place that it's just so many bear claws in it. It looks like worn in.
I love
that detail.
You got to see the queue in Tokyo.
Okay.
Because it has all that. It has the art on the wall, the closet, whatever, but they plussed it in Tokyo, where they've got dressing room doors for different bears.
Oh, really?
There's there's a bulletin board for like upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna play at and there's great references in there. They're like, check them out. They're gonna be going to the after the show, check out the Hungry Bear. They reference the Hungry Bear restaurant.
Yeah.
Check out the Hungry Bear. Teddy Bear is gonna be at this, gonna be at that. When you get out of the show, you see more of the queue, and there's a big ladder for Henry, like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And Trixie's door, she has a door on the roof.
Really?
Like, yeah, come on up.
That's cool.
You know.
I didn't know any of that. That's
there's
awesome.
like, Dear Henry, come on up. You know, and it's really awesome.
Yeah.
They really care about it there in Tokyo, so it's worth
I'll check that out. I haven't watched a video of that ever. Really.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm ready to go to Japan, dude.
Yeah, me too.
I think next Crypt should be.
If we ever go, at some point we need to do in there.
Yeah.
Or at about it.
Yeah. No one will ask us if they can smoke. they'll never speak to us, or they'll just do it. But anyway, I don't know what the smoking policy is, and I don't think you can do it in Japan. But
I don't know.
But France can.
Last time I went to France, everyone was smoking in all the queues. I didn't see much indoors, but there was everywhere I was waiting in line, somebody was smoking.
Do you ever think about starting to smoke cigarettes?
Never. I will never do it. Never wanted to. I've never been.
That's a quitter's attitude.
No, I
give it a shot.
I will never smoke a cigarette.
I mean, same, but I want to see you do it. Anyway,
I'll sing before I smoke. A cigarette.
Okay, there you go. Slightly healthier, but not much.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's got the poncho from Return of the Jedi.
Oh, do they sell that over there?
Oh, they do in Galaxy's Edge. But I never got it because I'm always like, when would I wear it? You know.
Yeah.
But that guy looks baller with it, dude. He's got like Luke's body, so here I'm commenting on a stranger's body type, but he's got the Luke build, I don't have the Luke build. I'm like Luke with 3 U's from the expanded universe. But other than that, kind of debating that. I wish that guy wouldn't have walked up here. Now I want that. Anyway, so what else can I say?
That's mainly it for the show part.
Yeah.
Like, it's not here anymore. They put Winnie the Pooh in it, but the show building's the same. They just gutted the building.
They gutted the building and fit a Pooh attraction into it. And
but
the attraction, I'll say, kind of sucks.
Yeah,
it's not that great.
Not that great. Japan has a much better ride, and they had much bigger budget and more room, and all that kind of stuff. But they left stuff from Country Bears in that ride, which is really cool. There's a point like the Heffalumps and Woozle point. You can see a Winnie the Pooh like in a hot air balloon in the middle. That's all the gear from Trixie.
I just heard about that like a day ago.
Yeah, that's all the gear from that.
I kind of want to go on the ride after this and see that.
Yeah, because it just goes up and down, and it's just reusing the mechanics of that from in the ceiling and stuff from the old ride.
That's dope.
Yeah, and right as you exit that area, if you look behind you, you'll see the three like Max, Buford, and Buff or whatever, just animatronics just sitting there on the wall. They kept them from the ride and they just mounted them there as like an homage to the old attraction, which is really cool.
That's the one I knew about. That was really cool. But the balloon mechanism, I didn't know that.
That's just left over from that.
I do want to go on the ride after. Yeah, we got to do it.
Yeah.
It's the train again. What do we say about the audio? But anyway, yeah, that's really, really cool. So yeah, they got rid of it because it was just getting unpopular.
Yeah.
Everyone always brings this up, but Country Bears, when you go into Frontierland, it's front and center. It's right there.
Yeah.
Can't miss it. So, you know, I always hear people go like, well, it makes sense they would get rid of the show. It's always empty. I'm never in there when it's empty.
No.
Maybe once I did.
Yeah.
But every other time it's a good attendance.
Yeah. Florida loves shows.
Yeah.
They
really do.
They're really popular.
More of a tourist crowd. They want to see shows. But here at Disneyland, the Country Bear Theater was at the end of the river. You had to go all the way around.
And it was a dead end.
It was a dead end. It was one of the only dead ends in the whole park.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And it was built to double the capacity of the Florida one, but it was less popular than the Florida one.
Yeah, the whole thing sucked.
So it took up a ton of room.
Yeah, so they were just like, done, we're over it.
Yeah.
And so they bulldozed it.
Yep.
And they bulldozed it, they closed it on September 10th, 2001. And that was the worst thing that happened that week. Really, how do you top that?
Yeah.
One of the most devastating days on American soil ever. The Country Bears movie came out around the same time.
Didn't it come out like right after? And it's like, why wouldn't you just keep it open a little longer for
makes
the
no
movie?
sense. None of it makes sense.
I don't know.
But anyway, it was dumb. Yeah. But what I've said this from the beginning, and you brought this up the other day. You were like, you should say this on the episode.
Yes.
So I'm only saying this because Kevin told me to.
Yep.
I have always of the belief that Disneyland was had a reputation of a little kiddie stupid park. Mm-hmm. Real cool people. They go to Six Flags. They go to Universal, whatever. Disneyland though made a vengeance in 2005 when it hit the 50th anniversary. Mm-hmm. They really doubled down on nostalgia and emotional connection to they really doubled down on, isn't this old Disneyland stuff cool?
Yeah.
Like, only we have it. Mm-hmm. Like, look at all this cute stuff. It really doubled down on the cute stuff at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I think it worked. And I think it's only snowballed since that year. Mm-hmm. Every year the attendance is up and up and up and up because it started. I really think it started there about 18 years ago was when it was like, no, it's cool to go to Disneyland. It's a great place.
Yeah.
No matter who you are. Yep. It's not little kid stuff.
No.
It's for everybody. Mm-hmm. And I think he did a great job. I maintain, if the Country Bears had survived to that year,
just a few more years,
it would have never left.
Yep.
Because then it would have been the classic Country Bears.
Yep.
Whereas when it got torn down, it was this old stupid thing.
Yeah, what is this?
This is for babies.
Yeah.
But a few years later, it was cool to like those things.
Yep.
You know, and I maintain, if it had stuck around, if it had made it 3-4 more years, still have the Country Bears today. I stand by it. But Kevin says no. He says it was so dumb they would have removed it anyway. Why would you say something like that?
I loved the Country Bears.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I'm playing. We all loved it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows here. A little moth in my face. Didn't need that. Thank you. I'm looking at the guy's Return of the Jedi poncho. Let's both get them.
I don't know.
You'll get one. You wouldn't get one of those?
No, I bought it for the Star Cruiser. I bought my get up, and now it's in the costume closet. So I don't need it. I don't need a new.
You don't wear that stuff ever?
No.
I think I wore the Galactic Star Cruiser stuff I think I wore one of the outfits on the podcast, on the Mega 64 podcast.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night on Twitch. And on your favorite Spotify, Apple. I didn't wear the other outfits, though. I should do that.
Yeah, you should.
I had a bunch. Why didn't I cycle through
You had
them?
multiple for the Star Cruiser.
Anyway, I might get that poncho, dude. I'm eyeing that.
Scope it out.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I really liked that show a lot.
Me too.
To me, that is such a authentic Disney park experience. And I have to be real. Oh, by the way, so we talked about, just real quick, the placement of it is way better, and you got to see it in Tokyo. It is like so in your face there. Like you walk into Frontierland, country bears. I mean, there's no, it's like, oh no shit, it's big here because it's right.
It's right
It's
front
the
center.
heart of everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think it's such a staple of parks. And I'm gonna say something controversial. My love for theme parks like this, like primarily the Disney ones, but just in general, is like camp. I love the campiness of certain things, and like Disney Sea, amazing theme park. Disneyland Paris, amazing theme park.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. But I love the Country Bears, the People Mover, Carousel of Progress, the Tiki Room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love things that are just like, what?
Yeah.
Like they're cute, and also like, why'd you build this? It's kind of like a madman's fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, it's but it's campy. It's all like, where did this come from? Kind of from the 60s, the 70s. And so I love a beautiful theme park, just like, again, Disney Sea, Disneyland Paris, but they don't have those campy things. They're actually amazing and impressive. So that's cool in its own way. But my heart is with the campy, you know.
Me too.
It is stuff of that nature, you know what I mean? Spaceship Earth being slightly like, it's amazing to go see it.
Yeah.
But then it's campy. It's extra, read all about it.
Yeah.
When you go in, I love camp. Living with the Land is campy.
Yeah.
I would rather have a million campy attractions than just, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so stunning. I mean, that's cool too.
Yeah.
But I'll always, Tokyo Disneyland, I love the 80s-ness of it. It was built in the 80s. And again, you go into the pizza restaurant and they've got a stupid alien making the pizza. They've got Tony Solaroni making pizza. And it's kind of like Sunny Eclipse in Disney World. Another thing that I love.
Yeah.
And that's part of it too. And I will say this too, another controversial hot take. But like when you go to Disney World, it's where you stay at the resorts, the hotels. I have stayed in the cheapest hotels, like, all-star music.
Yeah.
I stayed there, stayed at Pop Century, stayed at whatever. And then I've been lucky. I got to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
I stayed there with like giraffes outside the room. Nicest hotel, whatever. There's an whatchamacallit, the other one.
Contemporary or
No. No, I haven't stayed at Contemporary. I've been there a bunch of times.
Yeah,
but I never
stayed.
What was the other one? And whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stay the nicest ones. And I always have more fun staying at like Pop Century.
The goofy ones, yeah.
Because to me, that's camp. That's part of the, our building has a giant laptop on it. It's like, where are you staying? I'm under the giant Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That to me is more, that's more the Disney park fun,
Yeah. Our room had like Play-Doh, a giant jar of Play-Doh outside the balcony. Like.
Yeah. I stayed at Art of Animation. And, I'm sorry. We the only room we have available is the Cars suite. So I had Mater above my bed. I would. That's funnier to me.
Yeah.
Totally. I don't need to be in the Cars suite again. But the other ones were really good.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I don't know. That to me, I actually enjoy the camp. Don't get me wrong. I like staying at nice hotels. If we're traveling and you're going to Europe, you're going to this, you're going to that. Oh yeah, hell yeah. You could stay at a nice hotel, awesome. But when I'm going to a Disney park, yeah, I'm kind of like, engross me in the camp.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's my hot take. I would rather have something like Country Bears than I would the Tron coaster. Oh, I mean, I like Tron. Don't get
It's
me wrong.
cool, but I agree.
You know, or I'd rather have the old Pirates of the Caribbean. People are like, they should change old Pirates into the one at Shanghai because that one's more high tech. It's cool.
Yeah,
that
it's
Shanghai
cool,
one looks
but
dope.
that's why that's there, and we have.
I'd rather have a campy Pirates ride.
Yeah.
I hope that's the appropriate word to describe it. But anyway,
No, I get it,
that's my 2 cents. So I don't know. I don't really have much else to add. That's just kind of my feeling on it.
I've always loved the kind of goofier rides and things like that. Yeah.
And I guess that's why I'm bringing it up. Is to me, Country Bears
Fits in that.
is a room full of that.
Yeah.
And it really, when you're in that room, I know they've cut it down over the years, but it does feel like when those doors close, I'm in 1971.
Yep.
It feels very like time doesn't exist outside this. I'm in a chamber. I'm in some kind of a sealed chamber away from time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And we need more of that. I hope that when they do the new show, I hope that they don't gut that room or make it like, you know, it looks like an Apple store now or something. You know what I mean? I don't know why I went with Apple Store. But anyway, what songs do you think they're going to do in the new one? We already know they're doing Bare Necessities.
Oh, did they already?
They showed a clip of them working.
And that's going to do Bare Necessities. I don't. They got to do Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. Yeah. Okay, they said there's going to be some country classics too. I think they got to do Before He Cheats.
Too Drunk to Karaoke.
Too Drunk to Karaoke. What's the song Toby Keith did? I'll break a foot off in your ass, courtesy of the USA. I think that'll be in there, right?
That is a country song.
So Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace, did that one song. Something about a boat.
They're gonna do Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. For
they
sure.
should.
They're gonna
have one of the Bear Band be played by Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Probably. That'd be cool. I don't know what else is big. No, they're gonna have Gus. He's gonna sing Richmond, North of Richmond. Who's that red-haired country singer that blew up?
I don't remember.
North Richmond, North of Richmond. Everybody said his song was so authentic. He's gonna be in it. Who else? They should let Dolly play a bear.
Dude,
she's got her own theme park.
If they did a Dolly Parton song, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet you they will.
Yeah. Like, Dolly Parton's a classic, and she has music now and before.
If a bear does Jolene, they got it.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah.
They got it.
But they need that in a row. Like, they have put a Dolly Parton needs a show like this in their park.
Now again, another weird thing. The show's gone here. In California Adventure, every so often, the Country Bears come out. Like costume characters.
They have the costumes. They'll just come out and.
But again, like, do kids know what that is? Like,
it's just a cool bear.
That's what I mean. It's like it's part of Disneyland's DNA.
Yeah.
But it's not here. Like, what is up with that? Bring it back.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if they cleared out Pooh and just put the show back in, I would die. I would die. So.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know. Is that it?
I can't think of anything else with that attraction.
Yeah. It's a great attraction.
It is.
And we're gonna miss it. Hopefully, the new one is great.
Yeah, but a lot of parks have it too, so you have options to see the original.
One park now has it.
You gotta go far.
Yeah. But I'm doing it this year. I'm gonna see it, so I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, is there anything else we're forgetting? What should we do next? What's next episode?
I don't know. We talked about a couple ideas, and I'm stoked. I was stoked for this one, so I was.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll just say it right now. Next episode is going to be finally going to do Six Flags episode. It's going to be about the old man that dances in the.
That's all I know about Six Flags. That and a bunch of roller coasters I'm never going to don't care about.
That'll never ever go on.
And I like roller coasters. I don't care about only roller coasters at a theme park. I've never been interested.
Oh, we never talked about it. Six Flags merged with Knott's parent company, Cedar Fair or whatever. I don't know what to expect from that.
I don't know either. And Cedar Fair bought Six Flags, or Six Flags bought Cedar Fair? I can't remember.
They merged with Cedar Fair having controlling
Okay.
They're controlling
Because
it.
Cedar Fair has done a great job so far.
That's true.
So, I think Not Scary Farm has gotten just better. I think it's been an awesome situation.
Yes, but then they're going to be called Six Flags Inc. or something like that. So it's like, well, you're controlling it, but are you just using the name or?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm nervous, but we'll see.
Bring back Mystery Lodge. That's all I want.
Where is the Mystery Lodge? Come on, guys.
Yeah. It's been gone for like, what, 7 or 8 years now?
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It was probably like 2017.
I thought it was 2019.
It might have been 20. I don't know.
Like it was gone in 2019, so maybe 2018?
Maybe.
Well, that's 6 years.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I remember going here and talking about it being closed early on in the. When did this open? Was this 2018?
2019.
This opened 2019?
Galaxy's Edge, you mean?
Yeah. So it closed in 2019. The Mystery Lodge.
Yeah.
So yeah. What?
That's what I thought, right before the pandemic.
Yeah. So 5 years?
We'll see. I hope. I'm fingers crossed. It better come back. Man, I didn't realize it had been that long.
I know.
In my mind, 2020 is still 10 minutes ago. Damn. Anyway, all right, guys, it has been another creepy old crypt. Happy to be back in the park. This was great.
Yeah,
I'm so
this
glad.
was awesome.
We got to come back. We haven't even gone on a ride. We did the treehouse. We walked through the new treehouse.
Yeah, that was cool.
You like the treehouse?
Loved it.
They did a great job with that new.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Check it out. I got. They had a magnet. I love when they do replicas of stuff. They did a magnet that is a replica of the little sign outside.
Yeah, that's outside
treehouse.
the attraction right now.
Oh, the boat's coming by. All right, I'm going to end on the boat.
Yeah, end on the boat.
Everyone look at the boat. Who doesn't like a nice boat?
Just ahead is the most treacherous part of our journey. That island off the starboard side often hides the scourge of the seas. Bloodthirsty pirates. They sometimes lie in wait to attack a passing ship such as ours and steal its bounty.
Wonder what the trend is.
45.
Oh, we're all done. We're gonna
I'll switch it so you're sitting down.